Hello everyone and welcome to the Mission for Nutrition Survive 75 from Talladega Motor Speedway. We're here at qualifying right now as we get ready to go. Let's see if we can see who's on the track right now. Right now you're looking at the number 8 car of Kevin Foster as he heads out to qualify. We've also got the number 2 car of Nick Nickerson going out there to qualify right now. Second in points. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and look at our current point standings right now. Ricky Hart Jr., of course, in the lead, but he missed last week's race, as did the number 2 car of Nick Nickerson. So that allowed the 13 of Garrett Hall to get up there. And also now with 2 wins, the 99 car of Brandon Jackson making some big leaps in the point standings, up to 466 points. Now the 64 has a little bit of a lead, but second place back down through 7th, 8th, 9th. All those are fairly close. If you look at Nickerson only 6 points behind Hall, Jackson only 5 behind Nickerson, and then Trey Ellis in the number 4 car tied with Brandon Jackson for 4th in points. So there's definitely, at Talladega, an opportunity to make up some points, to gain some, to lose some. Never know what can happen here. So we'll pull our standings up. Right now, nobody has put down a lap time. We still got 3 minutes left. Still looking at Nick Nickerson, but we're going to go to a dual screen. You can see a couple of the guys here. We got Bill Harkins, Matt Crockett, Garrett Hall, Nickerson, and Brandon Jackson all on Skype with us here as they race. And there you see Nickerson, the first one to put down a time, but immediately taken over by Trey Ellis. Mathis with a time down now as well. Real quick, while we got 2 minutes in qualifying, we're going to go ahead and shout out our sponsor for today, Mission for Nutrition. So Mission for Nutrition is a nonprofit organization in southeast Pennsylvania which serves to provide nutritious foods and promote healthy living practices while also fostering unity in primarily minority communities by actively engaging community members in events that emphasize physical activity. And you can follow them on Instagram and Twitter at M4N Nonprofit, or on Facebook at Mission for Nutrition. Again, the number 4, and then M4N Nonprofit.wixsite.com. So you can see Nick Nickerson, the fastest on the board right now, taking a look at the number 69 car of Brandon Trogden. The Keystone Light Mustang. Right now, put himself in 6th position. Here we got last week's winner, number 99 car, Mr. Brandon Jackson. Real quick also, while we've still got a little bit of time left in qualifying, I want to go ahead and announce that, I believe it's already been announced, but Season 8, the 2021 season of the Bandit Racing League, will start on January 27th at Daytona International Speedway. They'll be running the B-Class cars, the Xfinity cars. It'll be longer events, half fuel and 1 fast repair. I'll be broadcasting it, as always. Again, that will start on January 27th at Daytona International Speedway. If you're interested in joining, let somebody know. Bandit Racing League on Facebook or BRL.iRacing on Instagram. Also, if you're interested in sponsoring a race, whether it's a race, the season, the broadcast, anything like that, go ahead and let me know. Would love to have anyone on board for sponsorships. See most of these cars coming to a stop now as qualifying is now over. So we're getting ready to grid here. But before we get that going, we have a very special gentlemen start your engines. It's going to be from Sergeant Dan Stein of the 28th Infantry Division. So let's go to him.
Mic check.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright guys, you know how to race here. Just try and stay up with each other. Try and get through the first few laps without an issue. Just stay clean. You guys obviously know that the cars potentially overheat if you stay locked in tandem for a while. So keep that in mind.
Alright, so these guys are getting ready to go here, gridding up. So let's go ahead and run through our starting grid for tonight. Sitting on the pole in the number 2 car, Nick Nickerson with a time of 51.181. Outside pole, the 29 car, Robert Mathis, just barely behind him. We go back to our second row. Starting in third position, we have Bill Harkins, number 11 car, running the Air Force, Space Force paint scheme tonight. Still got some military appreciation schemes going on. Behind him, the number 4 of Kevin Foster, or the number 8 of Kevin Foster in the 4th position. I'm sorry. Go back one more row. Trey Ellis in the number 4 car sitting in 5th. Wesley Fuller of the 35 sitting in 6th position. One more row back, the 69 of Brandon Trogden in 7th. And the 32 car of Terry Condis in 8th. 9th place, the 99 car of Brandon Jackson, last week's winner. And the 64 car of Ricky Hart Jr. sitting in 10th position, your current points leader. Further back, the 93 car of Alan Castle sitting in 11th, and the 13 of Garrett Hall in 12th. That's going to round out your grid, I believe.
You know my normal thing.
At least that's all we're showing here.
But tonight, I think
I believe we got in 13th position will be the 10 of Matt Crockett following, rounding out the field.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I thought we were missing somebody.
And let's put on a show.
That the voice, of course, of Brett Guzik, commentator and race director. And as always, I am Evan Wall, commentator and producer up here in the broadcast booth.
If that doesn't put a smile
so real quick, if we look at our preview right before we go green, we're here in Talladega, Alabama, USA, 2.6 miles long, 4 turns, 33-degree banking, 75 laps, 199 miles. Fixed setups, of course, partly cloudy outside, 84-degree air temp, 130-degree track temperature.
From what I understand, this is your home track, so what is it like being able to call a race here at your home sim raceway?
Well, feels pretty cool. Of course, I am from Alabama. I guess this is my home track this season, but what I'm really excited for, speaking of next season a little bit earlier, I mentioned it, really excited we're going to be going to Nashville next season. I would consider that more my home track than this, so that ought to be really exciting to watch. Going to have the B cars next season there at Nashville. That ought to be a lot of fun to watch and to commentate.
Well, thank you.
So look here, we got the 2 of Nick Nickerson on the pole, as well as Robert Mathis up there in the second spot. They'll be leading us here to green. Got the 11 of Bill Harkins qualified up there in 3rd spot. Generally, we haven't seen him qualify very well on the intermediates and short tracks, but Super Speedways has kind of allowed him to equalize here and qualify up front here.
Sign her up.
This pace car dives off. Number 2 car of Nick Nickerson going to be leading us to the green flag here.
Green flag.
All right, we are green here at Talladega. Nick Nickerson Leading us to the green, Robert Mathis on his outside. Number 8 car of Kevin Foster trying to push the 29 of Mathis, get his nose out front there, but Nickerson going to come away with the lead here, being pushed by the 11 car of Bill Harkins. Side by side as they go down the backstretch, though.
What we're going to see here is we're going to see these guys link up for the first time in a little bit. They had a few laps of practice, but not always enough time for getting used to the way that these cars drive on super speedways, so we'll see how they kind of run with each other here for a little bit.
29 to Robert Mathis up to the lead there for a second, but Nick Nickerson quick to jump up to the outside lane, now being pushed by Kevin Foster. We got 3 wide now, the 35 of Wesley Fuller trying to work the very outside lane. Mathis going to stay your leader as Nickerson seems to be hung out in the middle right now. He's going to fall back at least a couple positions as 35 of Wesley Fuller's taking the outside away from him.
Yeah, what you're going to see here early is 2 different mindsets. You'll see a few of the people running at the front. They're really battling it out for the lead, and then you'll see a few that are kind of drop back and let the things settle down and just cruise behind the pack. Just try and not get caught up in any mess here early.
Number 4 car of Trey Ellis looking to the outside of Bill Harkins. Sitting in 3rd place right now. He's got the 99 of Brandon Jackson right behind him. And there goes Bill Harkins up to the outside trying to lead a lap here at Talladega. 69 of Trogden going to be pushing Mathis there on the inside.
So we realize tonight this is actually the last race for Bill Harkins this season. He's got a work commitment later on in the season, which won't allow him to be with us for the last few races. So he's going to try and get all the shots in he can here tonight and potentially pull off a victory.
He's definitely going to want to go out strong here as we're still 3 wide. Bill Harkins now up to the very top outside. It's Mathis and Trey Ellis battling for the lead, being pushed by the 99 car of Brandon Jackson, the 69 of Brandon Trogden. Ellis and Jackson now got down to the bottom line. Bill Harkins still trying to work the top, being pushed by Nickerson right now. Bill Harkins, your leader that time by. Went up a little bit too high for him. Nickerson's going to take advantage of that. 35 of Wesley Fuller trying to push Nickerson now.
I think 11 of Bill Harkins there was trying to kind of pick and choose his runs, make sure that he finishes this race in good standing. Could have potentially been compromised there if he didn't let the 2 of Nick Nickerson go.
Moved there to the outside by the 13 of Garrett Hall. Very interesting paint scheme for him. Nickerson now your leader, being pushed by Fuller. Trey Ellis still battling hard on the inside, though. Pushed by the 99 of Brandon Jackson.
Remember, be mindful of the yellow line. Be mindful of the yellow line.
So back 3 wide here for the lead. 3 by 3. Trey Ellis takes the lead for the moment. Getting pushed by the 99 of Brandon Jackson. Got the 69 of Brandon Trogden into the made a little bit of a breakaway here. So they're starting to kind of file out, get a little bit more single file than they were just half a lap ago. Nick Nickerson gets to the right rear of the 69 of Brandon Trogden, being pushed by 35. Wesley Fuller trying to make his way up there to the lead, trying to get to the side of Brandon Jackson there, trying to get a side draft. See if he's able to hold that momentum and ultimately get himself up there. He gets a push there from 35. Right up alongside the 99 of Brandon Jackson, all the way up to the 4, up to the right rear quarter panel, up to the side of the 4. They're about even now as they head through 3 and 4. 2 by 2 here as we complete the 7th lap. That's Talladega.
I want to go ahead and apologize real quick. I'm having some sort of audio issue. I'm not sure how the stream audio is working. I'm trying to get it sorted out as quick as possible, though.
So we run along here. We got the 2 of Nick Nickerson breaking out a little bit over the 4 of Trey Ellis. These 2 still side by side here for the front spot. We got our pushers in the 3 and the 4 spot. The 99 of Brandon Jackson on the bottom, and 13 of Garrett Hall in 4th place on the outside at least. Looks like the top is forming up really well here. They got 5 cars on the line. They stuck Nick Nickerson in the sucker hole here in the middle. He's going to end up probably falling back because gets locked up there with Garrett Hall. Garrett Hall just off his bumper and takes the lead here momentarily. And then Trey Ellis here on the bottom is about to move ahead of him.
I'm not transmitting for some reason in Discord. I'm hitting my button, but it's not going out, so holler at me here if you need me.
So we hear over Discord that potentially Bill Harkins is having radio transmission issues. So might be a little bit difficult to contact the other drivers out there if there is an issue.
Hey Robert, you got a copy?
All the way to the lead. He's down there on the bottom. Right in front of the 4 of Trey Ellis, 69 of Brandon Trogden.